We know the company inside and out. Maybe we could buy the company instead.
If you have one opportunity to be a business owner, maybe you have one opportunity to become a millionaire, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Financial freedom.
Here's the deal. The owner of the company that I work for, he's old. He's been around since the dinosaurs, and we know he's about to sell the business in a short amount of time. And, we don't know what's going to happen. A private equity firm, will they swoop in and change everything? We don't know that. But we're a tight team of 5 people. We know everything. We know the systems. We know the company inside and out. And we were thinking, maybe we could buy the company instead.
Why not?
Is that even possible? Then we could make the money and get rich instead of anyone else.
So going from employee,
Yes.
just getting a paycheck,
Yes.
to becoming the owner,
Exactly.
reaping the real rewards,
Yes.
deciding your own destiny.
Yeah. Everything.
It is possible.
It is.
The MBO.
Wow. That's what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
Management buyout. So this is an alternative in M&A business that you can use, maybe if you don't have deep pockets with millions.
Even if you cannot afford to buy the company with your own cash in hand, for sure. And we're going to make it simple. We're going to walk you through how an MBA is done, what you should consider, what the major pitfalls are that you need to watch out for. And it will be relevant for you as a management team, dreaming about becoming the owner. You might have dreamt about owning your own business for long, but you don't want to do a startup.
Exactly.
Living without a paycheck for 2 years, no colleagues, no financial security, etc. You might want to own a proper business, and this could be it.
Wow.
And it can also be very relevant for you as a seller, business owner, to understand why could an MBO be a good option for you as well, and what to watch out for. We'll have a checklist in the end.
Yes. And we have Kat, our seasoned business lawyer, who has worked with M&A for 15 years.
I have.
So you're in safe hands. You have a business lawyer here at 0 cost. So let's kick it on.
Yeah.
To start with, management buyout. Tell us a bit more about it.
MBO.
Yeah.
Well, it is exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the management of the company, the employees, the top level, that join forces and buy the company from its current owner. And it can be a group, a big company or a big group of companies doing a carve out or a spin-off or something. And it can be, like in your case, this owner getting ready to retire. They don't have any family, any kids that want to take over the family firm, right? So he might find it very attractive to leave his legacy with the management that he knows and trusts, right?
Yes, that sounds amazing. But why would you as an employee consider an MBO?
Yeah. Well, the obvious reason is, of course, you'll be the owner. You will get to make the decisions instead of being the employee, just somebody else calling the shots, and you're thinking in the back of your head, no, this is so bad. We should have that strategy instead. We should enter into Germany. We should not aim for that product and that market. Oh, no. Instead, you can really make the decisions. And the advantage compared to any other seller in the M&A market, you already know the business.
That's amazing.
Yeah, me as a lawyer, when I help the buyer, compared to any other buyer out there in the M&A market, you already know the business.
Yes. Wow.
Because the biggest risk for you as a buyer will be knowing what you're in for. Are you paying 10 million for something and it's a rat hole? It's horrible. It's filled with faults. It's not as good as you thought. It's liabilities. It's not going as you thought. The staff is in conflict with each other. What have you? But you, the management, You work for the company. You know its ins and outs. So you can make a much more solid assessment. Is this a business that you want to become owner of? And you can see, can I make something out of this? Do I believe that we can grow it? Do I believe in the team? Do I believe in the products, the markets, etc.? Do I see a way up? Right?
Yes.
So you reduce the typical buyer risk in M&A transactions by being the management. So that's a great one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the financing. How do you finance an MBO?
Big challenge.
Yes.
So the big up is you already know the business. You know you can assess what you're getting yourself into. Also in relation to the valuation, you can, I mean, there will be a struggle between the buyer and the seller always. But I mean, you can feel comfortable. Is it worth 10 million? Is it worth 25? Am I willing to take that risk? Or no way? I've been around. I know that the big customers are on their way out. I feel it in my bone, right?
Yeah.
But the negative, if you're employed, if you're part of the management, most likely you won't have the finance to pay for the business. Because then you wouldn't be employed, really, right?
Yes.
You will probably run your own business or be lying in the sun in the Bahamas, perhaps.
Probably.
Whatever people do who's not workaholics like you and I.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we have some different alternatives that we're going to take through.
Yeah, about the financing.
Yes.
Yes.
So let's start with the first one, which is equity from the management team.
Yeah. The skin in the game is key. So expect that you need to fork up some cash. And perhaps you can finance it completely. Perhaps you can take out a loan on your house. And you can get 2 million and you're a team of 5 and that's it. Or you can even buy it on your own, right?
Yeah.
Because if you buy it with your own cash, of course, you get to keep the control. And all of the return on investments will go in your pocket. So there is an advantage, of course, if you can finance it with your own money. But expect to at least in part finance it with your own cash in hand.
Okay, really good to know. Then the second one is seller financing. What do you mean by that?
A vendor note. I mean, this is brilliant. Like in your case, when the owner, he's been around since the dinosaurs, right? Yep. And he loves you.
Yeah.
You trust each other. I mean, you've been employed for 15 years, right?
Yeah, we know each other.
Yeah. And he trusts you to take care of his legacy. I mean, this is his baby. It's what he's done all his life. So you can say to him, well, we could buy it and we promise you we will not chop it up. We will not sell it. No private equity, no nasty cost cutting or merging it into this big commercial something and the brand goes into thin air, right? Right? But we can only buy it if you facilitate. So, okay, we agree, it's worth 10 million. But what if we pay you 2 million now, and then we pay you 2 million in 6 months, 2 million in 12 months, and so forth.
Smart.
So he gives you a loan, really, right?
Yeah.
So you can pay it off. And then you will be quick on the numbers and calculate what is the cash flow of the business and what value growth do you have. So hopefully the business can finance itself, really. So you can pay off the loan.
Wow. Smart.
Right? So it can be a win-win. And for you as the seller, it can also be a quick way to sell. You might not be able to sell at that valuation that quick without the nasty due diligence for 6 months where you have a stomachache because everything is wrong and you just get a new Q&A from the legal team again and again and again. So it can be a win-win. An easy out for the buyer and the seller as well.
And hand over to someone you trust.
Exactly.
It's
so
a win-win.
in a trust-based deal, it can be brilliant.
Yes.
So number 3 will be debt finance. And the first alternative on the debt finance will be bank loan because that is the most attractive for you as the buyers, the management team. Because a bank loan, relatively speaking, it has a lower interest and less covenants. And covenants will be that the lender in your case, when you're buying this company from the owner who's been around since the dinosaurs, covenants will mean that they will have restrictions on the business. So as long as they're lending you money to buy it, you might need to reach certain results in relation to cash flow or EBIT, EBITDA. Otherwise, you will default on loan. And it can be also covenants that says that you cannot change the business plan, you cannot sell off assets without the lender's approval, etc.
Oh, okay.
So a bank loan will not have as many covenants. So you will be more in control and a better interest. So of debt finance, number 1, can you get a bank loan? Go for it. Number 2, the second alternative is?
It is lenders with a higher risk appetite.
Exactly.
Sounds a bit scary.
So now we're talking venture funds, venture finance, and other actors who, compared to the bank loan, will go for higher risk deals. So bank will look, do you have assets in place that they can use as collateral? Do you have a cash flow in place that you can use as collateral, or your home? Anything, just collateral. The venture lender, they will say, okay, I'll take a higher risk, but it will cost you more. I want a higher interest. I want more covenants, so I will take more control. You will be more restricted. And I want you to pledge the shares. So if you fail, I will take over your shares. I'm entitled to.
Ooh.
And to make it even better, I want a kicker. So I will also want an equity component.
A lot of demands.
Yeah. So you better believe that you can perform.
Yes.
You better believe that when you take over that company, you will outperform, so it will be worth the financial risk. Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. Risky business.
Yeah.
And the fourth one is private equity backing.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
It's a nice one, I'm going to say. So private equity loves a management team that has skin in the game, right? But, so they will help finance, both facilitate your part by providing you some kind of loan, but they will want equity as well.
Yes.
They will want ownership in the company, right?
Yeah.
So the nice part is that you get a strong actor, and they're looking for exit, so know that. So if you want to keep the business for 40 years plus and have your kids inherit it, you cannot go with a private equity player, right?
Okay, nice.
But if you want an exit and just a beautiful return of investments within 5 to 10 years, then it's a good one.
It's a good one.
Yeah, but you will give up much more control, even more than the covenants, right? Because they want equity. So they will have more control, and given that they have equity, your part of the wealth building compared to if you owned all of the shares will be less. So if we look at these alternatives, number 1 was your own cash in hand, right?
Yes.
Your own money. Number 2 was a vendor note.
Seller financing, yeah.
Seller financing. Number 3 was debt financing, either bank loan or higher risk appetite lenders. And number 4 is private equity. Out of those, we go from a scale where you get the most return of investment and you keep the most control, down to private equity, where you keep the least control, and where you give up more of the return of investment in the end. So it's a gliding scale, but it has pros and cons.
Yes.
Yeah, now you know.
Now you know. But also, I mean, is there any risks that you should consider when doing an MBA? MBO, sorry.
MBA is always good for your career.
It's really good. I mean,
yeah, go for it.
We're going to go for that too.
You might need to loan some money for that as well, though.
Yes.
But anywho, yes, of course there is. Well, number 1, MBO.
Yeah.
Who's going to be part of it? Who is going to be an owner? I mean, are you, like in your example, you have the core team, you work together for 15 years. You're 3 or 5 people who know each other in and out. Okay? Good. What if it's a big company with 500 employees and you're looking at bringing on 15 or 25 people in the MBO? I would not recommend it, because the more people that will be in the ownership group, the more problematic decision-making, strategies, what happens if somebody wants out, somebody wants you to pay dividend year one, somebody else wants you to reinvest and grow and sell within 5 years, right? So the typical recommendation is keep the MBO, the buyout team, tight.
Good.
3 to 5 people perhaps.
Wow.
And make sure that before you sign the SPA, have a shareholders agreement in place. And we have a particular episode about red flags in the shareholders agreement.
Yes, it's a really good episode. We're going to link it down below.
Yeah. Because there are decision rights. And also what happens if one of you wants out. I mean, you and I, we do an MBO. Brilliant. And then I go and get a divorce. And my crazy husband gets the shares.
No.
And suddenly you're in bed with my crazy husband and you can make no decisions and he tries to pay dividend to himself and you cry before every general meeting.
Sounds sweaty.
Yeah. So have all of that under control in the SHA, the shareholders agreement.
Good.
Really good one. And also, what happens when a few of you go from being management to being owners? Are you ready? Do you have the training, the responsibility? What does that really entail? Because it is a big effort, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So make sure. And also what happens with your colleagues? Will there be jealousy? I mean, you and I were colleagues and we were chit-chatting and gossiping. And now you're the owner and you're my boss. And is there a flight risk when people leave? Should you set up a retention bonus plan or something like that? So there are a few things you need to think of.
Really good. Is there anything else?
Oh, I'm sure there is. Have I missed anything?
Objective assessments.
Objective assessments. Really good. Thank you. Well, one thing is that when you're in the management, you might be a bit in love with the company or you see it as your one opportunity to be a business owner. Maybe your one opportunity to become a millionaire, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Financial freedom. So you might have blind spots. You really need to step back and think, if I wasn't already in it, would I buy this company?
That's a good question.
Yeah. And can I drive this owner? Do I know what that entails? Am I ready? Right? So try to be objective and try to get a team or good counsel, advisors that will help you assess. Is this really advisable?
Really good. And now we're going to take you through the checklist that you need to know how to prepare for this.
Yeah.
So we have an 8-step checklist. So bring out your pen and papers because now it's knowledge dropping.
Yeah, let's go.
As F.
Yep.
Here we go. Number 1, the preparation.
So this is a step-by-step guide to buying the business you already help run. Preparation. Clarify your motive. Why do you want to own this business? Assess personal risk appetite. Are you ready to invest time, energy, and possibly personal funds? Check internal support. Is there others on the management team aligned and on board? Evaluate your capacity. Can you lead both operations and ownership?
Number 2 is early strategy. How should I approach the owner?
Check seller interest. Is the owner open to selling to you? Define what you're buying. Is it the entire company, a division, a specific asset? Assess your relationship with the seller. Do you have mutual trust? And decide on a tone. Is it a friendly succession? Or is it a strategic carve-out?
Number 3, build your advisory team.
Hire an M&A lawyer. It's essential for contract negotiation and legal structure. Engage a financial advisor or corporate financial firm for valuation, deal structure, and funding strategy. And get tax advice early to avoid surprises later. And consider HR and communication advisors, especially if we're talking about a huge company with hundreds of employees.
4, due diligence.
Get full access to the company's financial, income, expenses, debt forecasts. Identify any red flags, tax issues, legal claims, hidden liabilities. Assess key dependencies, clients, suppliers, intellectual property. Understand employee dynamics, any risks for key people leaving.
5. Financing the deal.
Map out your own capital contribution. Skin in the game is key. Explore funding options, bank loan, private equity, seller financing, venture debt, or LBO structure. Plan cash flow post-deal. Will the company generate enough to service debt?
6. Deal structure and negotiation.
Negotiate a realistic valuation, backed by comparables or revenue multiples. Include earnouts or deferred payments to reduce upfront burden. Secure warranties and indemnities to protect against future claims. And decide on equity structure. Who owns what and who gets what share of profits. Protect the downside. Include term for reversal if needed.
7. Integration and ownership.
Define your governance. Who will be on the board? Who signs off on what decisions? Align your team, set roles, incentives, and ownership for management. Prepare communication plans for employees, clients, and partners. Rebuild culture if needed. Shift from employee mindset to an entrepreneurial one.
8. Post-closing.
Get clarity on your leadership role. Who will be the CEO, managing director, owner, operator? Monitor cash flow tightly. First 12 months are crucial. Set short-term wins. Prove the deal was the right move. Build a long-term plan. Exit strategy, reinvestments, and growth. And the final that we will leave you with is ask yourself, if I did not work here, would I buy the company then, knowing what I know? And if you say yes, you might be on your way to wealth, financial freedom, and wealth for your family.
Wow, and that's exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We talked about management buyout today in our M&A Masterclass with our seasoned business lawyer, as always.
Super exciting. And if you've been dreaming about it, thinking about it, drop your comments down below. We want to hear.
We want to hear your stories. Be a legend. Follow us, like, and subscribe on our YouTube channel because we're going to keep doing this. You get this knowledge at zero cost. But remember, it's not legal advice, it's knowledge sharing.
For sure. And we love you guys.
Bye.
Hej då!
Hej då.